Hi, my name is Claudia. I am a graduate student here at Lipscomb working on my master's in clinical mental health counseling. I just am here to talk to you today through whatever you need me to talk to you about. So what is your name?
My name's Shelby.
Your name's Shelby. Well, it's nice to meet you, Shelby. Before we dive in, I just want to let you know about our confidentiality kind of procedure. Anything you say in here is totally confidential unless it has to do with harming yourself or harming another person. In those situations, I'm going to have to tell somebody, but ultimately it's just to make sure that we take good care of you and other people. So tell me, why'd you come in today?
Well, I feel a little bit in over my head lately. I just feel like I'm not taking care of myself like I should, and I guess I've been beating myself up a lot and just stressed out. There's a lot of roles I'm trying to juggle, and then there's also just a lot of stuff I have to get done, and it's just so much going on that sometimes I just can't sort through it all, and I just want to sit down and do nothing, but I can't do nothing. So there's just a lot going on. I'm in grad school. I feel like I've always got an assignment due, and I love grad school. I love my program, but it's just a lot. And then I'm also semi-newlywed and been married actually 7 months today. And so I'm trying to be there for him and, work on our marriage and just keep things good with that. And for the most part, that's going really well. But then I have night classes and I feel like I can't always be there to talk to him. And when I get home, I'm tired. But there's just a lot going on. And I also want to have a social life and stay healthy, and it's just finding that balance, and it's just, I don't know what to do sometimes.
So it sounds like you have a lot going on. You said you felt over your head, and you felt really overwhelmed and a lot going on. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, I think I wake up and I see everything on the to-do list and kind of just see house needs clean. I've also got to write this paper, and just kind of prioritizing before the day gets away from me is really hard. I just get very overwhelmed by all of that, but it most always gets done. It's just very stressful, and I also feel kind of guilty when I see other people who have full-time jobs and they're able to do it, it seems like, with ease, and I'm kind of just tired a lot. I'm tired all the time, so I'm just tired. And the other day I was just saying I was so tired, and someone said, well, where do you work? Where did he work today? I was like, well, I didn't work today, so I don't know why I'm so tired, but I think it's just I let myself get too stressed out, and I put too much pressure on myself to get everything done. Like, the one making the to-do list is me, and sometimes I think I make them too long, and I think kind of a lot of people that I'm around aren't in grad school, and so they don't know kind of what that requires, the time that requires. So I think it's like I'm getting pulled in a lot of different directions, and they may not understand that Saturdays for me don't necessarily mean going out or going for a long walk. It might mean that I really need to stay in and catch up on rest, and so it's just kind of getting people to understand that it's not that I don't want to do those things, it's just that I really feel like I can't. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like you wear a lot of different hats kind of in your life, just with your husband and then obviously with schoolwork. And it's a job to take care of a house by itself. So,
Yeah, it is. And I think my husband's been really supportive and really understanding about all of it. And so really couldn't ask for much more there. It's just kind of me feeling guilty that I can't do I can't do a lot of the things with him or for him that I feel like I need to be doing, like cooking and just spending time with him when he gets off of work, rather than me coming home once he's been home from work for 2 hours. And it's just kind of that guilty feeling. But he hasn't really told me he's upset about it or anything. I can tell he kind of is, he's bummed out when I'm not there. But yeah, it's just, I think for me it's just kind of just this guilty feeling of, when am I going to not be too tired to spend time with him and talk to him because the other night, I guess, I had planned, like, we were going to stay up and talk and maybe watch a movie, and by the end of the day, I was just so tired, and I just couldn't even stay awake, and conversation, I was just kind of sitting there, and he could tell that I wasn't really paying attention, and it wasn't on purpose, I was just so tired. I think I'm just not taking care of myself. I'm just my priorities may not be in line right now, and I'm maybe just putting too much pressure on myself.
So you feel like you're putting too much pressure on yourself?
Yeah. I think whereas some people would say the house is messy, but I have a lot of schoolwork to do, so I'm just going to do schoolwork today, and the house will get clean tomorrow. I'm like, no, I've got to clean the house and do schoolwork and go to the grocery store and cook dinner, when in reality, the only person telling me that I have to do those things is me. I'm putting all that pressure, and then I'm like, I have to get an A on this assignment. I can't just do the best I can on this assignment. Like, it's got to be an A, and if I don't get an A, it wasn't good enough. Or just things like that. Like, it's just these messages I tell myself of, like, if you don't get all of this done, you failed today. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I know in my head that that's twisted and that, it's not the end of the world if I get a B or if there's dishes in the sink, but it's just kind of that, like, I want to be able to do all of that, but I know I can't do that and take care of myself.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you at least know that you have a lot going on, and you know that you're setting those expectations for yourself, but you use some very powerful words with, you feel like you failed for the day. If you haven't accomplished all those things, why do you think you feel like you failed?
I don't know. I guess, I know that hearing you say that back, it sounds a little extreme. But I think I expect myself that I should be able to do that. Like, you're not working a full-time job. Like, you have time. Like, you should be able to do that. And I guess I'm not the kind of person who can just go, and then sleep it off. Like, I really do have to, I've learned that I have to kind of take time for myself and rest. But yeah, the failure thing, I don't know. I guess hearing you say that back, it sounds a little extreme. Like, maybe I did fail for the day, but I'm a little bit just kind of bummed at myself, like irritated with myself that I couldn't do it. I feel just a sense of, like, I just feel bad, or I tell myself that if I didn't get them today, it's just one more thing I have to add to tomorrow, and the cycle just kind of repeats itself. But yeah.
Have you thought about maybe setting expectations in a way that you can look at even accomplishing one task as like a positive reward, maybe?
Yeah, I guess never really thought about that. I kind of just, I don't really think I even reward myself when I get done with a task. I think I just move on to the next task. So that might help.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's something we can work on here. So part of this is I'm going to walk with you through this journey so we can do this together and we can hopefully achieve the goal that you want, whatever that is that we decide this counseling will be. So would you be willing to work alongside me in that?
Yeah. I think that would be good. I think we could definitely do that. So.
Awesome. Well, maybe we can work on just beginning with making a plan for maybe some goals and some expectations that you can definitely meet, and turning those little exciting, accomplishments into something that will bring you joy and you can see this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to our next session.
I do too.